Okay, today we are back with another episode of the Sounds and Chakras series. And today we're going to talk about the throat chakra. Now, the throat chakra is centered in this area here, usually of the human body, and it's often associated with the color blue, the element ether, and sound and vibration are a very important part of this center. Doesn't take too much to realize that. This is a place in which we often create sound, to vocalize sound for others to hear. And of course, the throat chakra is also often associated with communication in general. So it can also move beyond sound. You know, there's a lot of communication that is occurring when we are in amongst others, ourselves, environment, that goes beyond also expressing with the throat. And with today's series, we're mostly going to be focusing on the sounds that the throat makes and also instruments that are often associated with the sound, as well as particular frequencies. We're not going to go too much into the other elements of communication that the center can be associated with. So when the throat chakra is in balance, it's in harmony, it's not being underutilized or overutilized, as we could say, we often speak clearly, listen deeply, and express ourselves with a lot more confidence and authenticity. Now, one of the most powerful ways to activate and to work with the throat chakra is sound, as we expressed earlier. And the frequency that's most commonly associated with the center is one of the solfeggio tunings. We have discussed this before, and this one is 741 hertz. This frequency is believed to help with clearing negative energy, enhancing self-expression, encouraging truthful communication, and detoxifying particular emotional blockages that we may have in this area of the body. Now, I'd like to remind you, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm not expressing that these sounds will cure X, Y, and Z. You may find that working with particular instruments, particular frequencies, particular intentions may assist you with particular ailments or enhance particular skills that you already have. Now, moving on to the instruments that we can play or we can listen to that often assist us in this area of the body. One of them is the crystal or metal bowls, often tuned in the notes of G, as well as also particular frequencies. So if you can get one in 741 hertz, that could also assist as well. Also, tuning forks, specifically tuned to 741 hertz. You'll be able to find them in the solfeggio frequency sets that you may come across either online or in a store. Now, chimes, they have quite an etherical, airy sound to them as well, are often associated with this area of the body. Flutes, particular Native American flutes, can also assist with this area, especially because you're having to express from this area, although also sometimes the expression can come from lower down, you know, when you're having to really let out breath. You know, breath obviously can come from the belly. But yes, I mean, it all comes up through the channel, out the throat, out the mouth. And also a harp. So depending on what you have your harp tuned to, the kind of harp that you have, that can also assist with this area as well. And also soft toning while you're playing the harp, which is a skill that can be developed and can take some time, but it can happen. And as many of you may know, when you are playing an instrument and also singing at the same time, it takes another level of skill or mastery to kind of unlock within your being as well. You know, these kind of instruments can help assist with creating like space, openness, and flow with this area of the body. Hence why we would often recommend them if you're wishing to balance this area and work with instruments in your own sacred space, healing, creation with your being. Now, when we're looking at throat chakra toning, and we then look at like the Vedic studies, they have some areas in the Vedic studies where they've tried to simplify a lot of their sophisticated knowledge into associating a sound with the sort of 7 centers that are often talked about. And if you read the Vedics, some of the Vedic texts, you'll recognize that they have like over 100 different chakras and centers that they talk about in the body. But just to simplify it, and in regards to this series, we're bringing it down to the 7. And the mantra, or the sound, actually, should I say, that is often associated with this area is the harm. So H-A-M sort of sound, and chanting that. So letting that sound vibrate in your throat. You don't have to be loud. You can be intentional with it. So you could obviously try this by taking in a deep breath and then gently exhaling and just letting that come out through the chakra, through that throat chakra, through the mouth. And you can also hum even in that kind of tone as well, practicing that. And just feel that vibration like travel through your throat, travel through your body. And you can also, as this is like one of the most free instruments that many of us have access to, being the throat, being the mouth, the instrument that you're born with, is also speaking out affirmations. That can be really helpful as well. So affirmations of like, I speak my truth with love and confidence. My voice matters. I express myself freely and clearly. You get the idea of what I'm expressing here. So yeah, play around with that. If you've got these instruments already, great. If you don't, and you want to still incorporate some of their sounds, and you're not in a position to obtain or become a custodian one of those instruments, you'll be able to find particular videos, I'm sure, online, or even other, sound audio platforms in which other people are playing these kinds of instruments or playing these kind of frequencies as well. So see where you're at and what you can do now to incorporate this into your life if you're feeling like this area is too overworked or not worked enough. So yes, if you've got any questions, leave that in the comment section down below. You can find me on some other platforms as well, and there's a various communication methods as well. They are in the description box below, and we'll see you again soon.